Good morning to everybody. My name is Jayababu. I am working as an associate professor in electrical and electronics engineering department. This semester I am going to handle the switchgear and protection. This subject is related to the power systems. This subject focuses on circuit breakers, relays, and the protection of electrical elements, that is generator, transformer, transmission line, bus bars. To understand this subject, first you have to know what is the normal operation of a power system, then what is the operation of a abnormal condition. After studying these two, you can understand the need of a protection. This is the normal operation of a power system. We know that the power is generated in the power stations, that is connected to the transformer. The transformer output is connected to the transmission line. The transmission line voltage is more as compared to the generation to reduce the losses. But our requirement is low voltage. If it is a single phase, 240 voltage is required. If it is a three phase, 440 voltage is required. So therefore the distribution side also we require the transformer, that is a step down transformer is used. Now this normal operation without any disturbances, the power requirement, according to the power requirement we are generating the power, therefore the voltage is maintained constant, the frequency is maintained constant. This is a normal operation. Now coming to the abnormal conditions, if you see the abnormal conditions, this event is observed in the rainy seasons. Because of the strong wind, the power lines may touch the trees. The tree is not a insulator. The tree is a conductor. Whenever the power conductor touches the tree, short circuit takes place. Now these are one abnormal condition. In the normal condition, this should not be there. Therefore, the voltage, frequency, the power system operation is normal. But whenever this event occurs, the power system operation normal condition will disturb. That is one example for the abnormal operation of a power system. Second example, if we take this, now this vehicle, the hit the pole, then the conductors will touches, therefore here also the short circuit may take place. Now these are the two examples I have shown. The many example. For example, if we consider the lightning, in the rainy season, the lightning touches the transmission line, that is also the abnormal operation. If some animal touches the conductors, these are also called as a abnormal operation. So therefore, here the conclusion is, if the short circuit occurs, then what will happen? So to understand this point, I have considered a very simple circuit diagram. Now this circuit diagram is a very simple circuit diagram which is studied in the electrical circuits. Now these are load, now these are source. Now here without short circuit or without any abnormal condition, the current flows like this. Now this is a normal operation. Now coming to some external object, for example conductor touches these live conductors, then what will happen? This short circuit takes place. If the short circuit takes place, the large amount of current is flowing in the circuit diagram, therefore electrical equipment may be damaged. Okay, to reduce the damage, we need to provide the protection. Now these are, so for the simple circuit, there is a low voltage systems, normally we are using the fuse. If we consider the figure number 1, this circuit diagram, these are without fuse. These are without fuse. Now these are without fuse. Now these are with fuse. Now see the operation. If you see the operation here, the without fuse, if the large amount of current is flowing in the circuit diagram, therefore the electrical equipment may be damaged. Now coming to the second case, the fuse is connected in series with the circuit. Then what will happen? If the large amount of even though large amount of current is flowing, the equipment may not be damaged, because whenever the fuse current exceeds the rated value, the fuse will melt. Whenever the fuse is melt, the circuit is open. The circuit is open means there is no current flowing. So no current means the electrical equipment may be protected. That is a purpose of a protection. So this is a very simple circuit diagram. That is the fuse is used as a protective device. That too, this is a low voltage circuit. But our power system network consists of a large generators, large transformers and transmission lines, bus bars. Many equipments are there. Okay, to provide the high voltage systems, the fuse is not used as a protective device. Here the important point here is the fuse will perform the two functions. That is, the first point is detection. The first point is detection. The first point is detection. The second one is interruption. Interruption. These two functions are performed by fuse. The detection means if the current exceeds a certain value, the fuse identify it as a fault. Then this is called as a detection. The second one is interruption. The fuse element melt. So therefore, what will happen? The circuit is open. So therefore, interruption is performed. So therefore, these two functions are performed by the fuse. Now coming to the high voltage systems. Coming to the high voltage systems, we know that a high voltage system is a power system consists of generators, transformers, transmission lines, bus bars, other electrical equipments. To provide the protection, normally the circuit breakers are used. Normally the circuit breakers are used. That is, the circuit breakers and the relays are used. Now we have to know that now the two functions are divided now. That is, the interruption function is performed by circuit breaker. The detection function is performed by the relay. Now we are going to see how the circuit breaker and relay isolate the faulty section from the healthy section with the help of a circuit breakers and relays. For that purpose, let us consider the part of a power system network. That too, these are single phase circuit you have taken. The single phase circuit you have taken. This is called as a bus bar. That is, these are source side. Now these are load side. Okay, so therefore, the circuit breaker and the relays under normal condition without any fault, the circuit breaker will not operate and relay also will not operate. Okay, these are the under normal condition operation. Under normal condition, the circuit breaker contacts are closed. Circuit breaker contacts are closed. Under the normal condition, the relay contacts are open. These are the under normal condition. And also current will flow from source to load. Now these are normal current direction. Normal current direction. Now whenever the fault occurring, that is just now we have discussed the different types of faults. That is, if the short circuit occur in the power system network, the symbol is used for the fault is, now these are symbol for fault. Now these are symbol for fault. So here in the animation we have shown that these are fault. Whenever the fault occurs in the power system network, we know that a large amount of current is flowing. If this large amount is flowing in the circuit diagram. If it is not isolated, then the fault current is spread to the total system, then the frequency will fall and the voltage levels will fall, the total system may be collapsed. So therefore, as soon as possible, the faulty section should be isolated as early as possible. The whole subject we are going to study at the fault occurring, then as soon as possible you have to isolate that section as early as possible. That is the main aim of this subject. Now coming to the abnormal condition. Just see the abnormal condition. If you see the abnormal condition, now this abnormal condition, short circuit occurring, just see how the relay will detect the fault and how the circuit breaker interrupt the fault condition. Fault occurring means high voltage, high current will flow. So therefore the secondary of a CT current will flow. Then the circuit breaker relay contacts initially open, that will be closed. Once the trip circuit is closed, then the circuit breaker contacts are open. Okay, so open means this faulty section is isolated from the healthy section. So therefore, once this is isolated, this section is isolated, there is no problem source side, there is no problem for the load side also. Like that, we are able to provide the protection to the high voltage systems. Now let me summarize the points what we have studied in this class. The first one is why the protection is needed. That is the low voltage systems. The fuse is used as a protective device. The fuse used as a protective device for low voltage system. For high voltage systems, circuit breakers and relays are used. With help of these two, we are able to detect the fault and interrupt the fault. Then coming to the function of a circuit breaker, the circuit breaker performs interruption. It will perform the interruption. The relay performs the detection. Now the different types of relays are there. The different types of circuit breakers are there. So that is a circuit breaker. If you see, the main problem in the circuit breaker is whenever the circuit breaker contacts, the moving contact is away from the fixed contact. The arc is stuck between the fixed contact and moving contact. So therefore, how to extinguish the arc? That is a major problem in the circuit breaker. So the contact separation takes place in the medium, that is oil or air, SF6 like that. Okay, based on the medium is used in the circuit breakers. The circuit breakers are classified as, that is oil circuit breaker, air blast circuit breaker, vacuum circuit breaker, SF6 circuit breakers. Okay, in this course we are going to study in detail different types of circuit breakers and how to select the circuit breaker for the different voltage levels. Then what is the function of a auto reclosers? That is also very important in the circuit breakers. Okay, next one is the different types of relays are there. So based on the technology, different types of relays are there. Electromagnetic relays, static relays, digital relays. Okay, these things are studied in detail. Okay, in the coming classes.